Hi, welcome to Life in the Overflow. I'm Lindsay.
I'm Tracy.
We are happy to be here today to talk about something that's really trendy among the health and wellness industry. And we are talking about GLP-1. And so Tracy is going to inform us about what that is, how that works in our body, and how we can all get a better handle on what it can do for us.
So, as Lindsay said, this is a trendy thing. It's been going on for a couple of years now, and people are getting these injections, and they're just injecting themselves every week with this GLP-1 semaglutide. What it is, all they know is that they're going to lose a bunch of weight quickly. And so, first of all, I wanted to talk about what GLP-1 is. Then I'm going to talk about some of the side effects from these shots because there's studies now that are coming in that are showing all of the side effects that people are experiencing since they've been on these synthetic shots. And then we're going to talk about natural ways to boost this in your gut and a little bit of gut health. So, first of all, GLP-1, if you're not familiar with that, I know we've heard the term, but it is actually a hormone that is produced in our gut naturally. And there's a lot of hormones produced in our gut naturally. There's dopamine, serotonin, GABA, all kinds of hormones produced in the gut. And when many people have gut dysfunction, there's leaky gut, there's dysbiosis, which is just an overgrowth of bad bacteria in the gut. A lot of people experience this. And when there is gut dysfunction like that, it impacts our body's ability to make hormones in the gut, including GLP-1, but also including your serotonins and your dopamines. And so, just for a quick little nutshell version of how these hormones are made, the raw materials that we need to make them in the gut, and just quickly how the gut works. So, our gut is lined with a thin layer of collagen, that's the gut lining. And in that is lives about 80% of our immune cells for our entire body. And our immune cells, the white blood cells that you would get from just a basic CBC when you get your blood drawn, these immune cells are there to help keep us alive and keep us safe. So anytime that something comes into the gut, whether eating it, drinking it, taking a pill, injecting something, these immune cells have to look at this incoming stuff and say, you're friendly, you're spinach, you're an apple, you're whatever, go through and do your thing. Or it looks at it and it's got to say, hold up, I don't recognize you and you're posing a danger. And the effect of that is it throws off, it triggers inflammation. And inflammation is our body's healing mechanism. But we get into trouble when we're bombarding our guts day after day with inflammatory foods, synthetic pills, toxic supplements, and these toxic injections and prescriptions. So, what's happening is these immune cells are firing inflammation 24/7. There's never a chance for this inflammation to calm down. So, the inflammation becomes systemic, and then there's this whole ripple effect of stuff going through your body of inflammatory disorders. So, in the gut, there's also trillions of bacteria. There's more bacteria in the gut than there is cells in our body. And, we were divinely designed and created to make everything that we need for optimal health. We have immune systems, we have detox systems, we have nervous systems, we have digestive systems, which really are the base of our health overall. So in the gut, a lot of, like I said, hormones are made, and we need three pieces of raw material for our bodies to make hormones. One is healthy gut bacteria. Number two is specific nutrients, things like magnesium and zinc and C and all of the B vitamins and D, just basic nutrients. These are a cofactor in making hormones. Also, neurotransmitters that are hormones that the brain uses. They travel up the spine to the brain. And this is why we see a lot of depression and anxiety that can accompany gut dysfunction because we're not able to make these happy hormones that our brain needs. The third component is clean amino acids from clean proteins. So if we don't have all of those components, we don't have the raw material to make hormones. That includes the GLP-1, which we make. So many people have, like I said, the overgrowth of bad bacteria. So that's one box that's often checked off that we don't have. Nutrient deficiencies are another huge problem. So that's often the second of the three boxes that we don't have to even make hormones, including GLP-1. So that's what GLP-1 is. So GLP-1 hormones are chemical messengers. They take information from one place in the body, they take it to another place to tell that place what to do. So when GLP-1 is not being made, there is no blood sugar regulation, there is no insulin regulation, and there's just chaos in the whole metabolic area of your body. And, there's any leaky gut and all of this gut stuff is very easy to fix. It's easy in theory, but there is a process to walk through it. And we help you with that. If you're in any of our programs, we focus on that a lot. So let me talk now about some of the side effects. Now, studies are coming in. The first study I saw was actually a couple of months ago, and in people that have been taking these injections, and these are the Wegovy's, the Ozempics, all of those that are either prescribed or you're even getting them in wellness centers. You can just go pay for them. And the first study that I saw a couple of months ago was that there is a 40% increase in thyroid cancer on people who have been on these shots for more than a year. That's terrible. So we're trading one problem. We're trying to lose weight, which, by the way, weight is not a root cause. Weight is an effect of inflammation and imbalances in the body. So, and that's why we can't lose weight on our own, because our body is in absolute chaos and we can't diet and exercise our way out of that. The most recent studies that I've seen are even more alarming. The one that I saw recently was out for every 6 pounds that someone loses on these shots, 4 pounds of that is lean mass. That lean mass includes muscle and bone. So what it's leading to is bone degradation, muscle deterioration. So your strength is declining as you're taking these shots month after month. The other thing that's happening is when people are on these shots long term, is that the appetite is so suppressed, then there's nutrient deficiencies that begin to develop. And it's, that's just leading to more issues down the road. And I just saw a picture this morning and I didn't even know who it was. It was, I think, on Facebook or Instagram. I thought it was an 80-year-old woman who was bone thin. You could see her knees hurt, like you could see every bone in her body. She had her hair pulled back, which was blonde. I thought she was an old 80-year-old, kind of decrepit looking woman. It was Kelly Osbourne. I was shocked. Well, what's Kelly Osbourne been doing for the last year? This is what she's been doing. So, I mean, these shots are just leading to an enormous amount of diseases and all kinds of disruption and dysfunction in the body. And the other thing is, if you don't keep them up and you stop, no root causes have been addressed. So all of the old things are still in there. So when you stop these shots, the weight comes back and usually more. And then you're back into this whole yo-yo cycle of losing a bunch of weight and gaining it back plus some, along with probably a couple other diseases that you didn't have when you started. So that's what GLP-1 is, and those are the side effects. Now, Lindsay and I have there's a lot of products that have just come on the market that help your body to produce GLP-1 naturally. And Lindsay and I have a product, and I've been using it for 2 weeks now. And Lindsay, I think you've been on it about a week.
Yep.
And we're going to talk about that, but tell me, and I'm going to go through all of the ingredients in this, and you'll see how helpful this can be. What have you experienced in the first week?
The first day that I took it probably mid-afternoon between 3 and 4 o'clock, and I was just happy to get my box in the mail and wanted to start it right away. So I had been procrastinating on my housework for a while, and I thought, oh, I really probably should do some things this weekend, cross it off my list. But I kind of continued to procrastinate. Well, about maybe an hour and a half later, I started laughing because I realized I was on my hands and knees with a washcloth washing the baseboards and the floor where the mop didn't get. And so I had to tell Tracy right away, I don't know what's in here, but I have such a boost of energy, which is desperately needed. And now I'm finally doing things that probably didn't need to be done, but I noticed it and got down there and started scrubbing. So the boost of energy is the biggest thing that I noticed.
And it's not jittery energy.
No, it's not jittery. Your hands don't shake. Because I looked at him and a couple times, because anything typically I take, it kind of does make my hands shake and makes me a little jittery. It didn't keep me up all night. I didn't lose any sleep. It just basically gave me a boost that I noticed, and then I was able to do some things that I've been procrastinating with. So that's excellent to focus.
Yeah, I've experienced the same thing. And I think I experienced the energy on day two. I have a ton of energy during the day anyway, but I experienced it's focused energy where you're able to concentrate. It's like your brain is awake and you're able to stay on task. It was like different kind of energy. It's like brain energy. And that's been fun. And I still experience that. And I'm 2 weeks in now. Now, the other thing is, I didn't take this to lose weight. And I started taking this. It's a 30-day supply. I took it because I'm taking it because I want personal experience with it. I want to see the dosing, food dependent, not food dependent, how it makes me feel, the results, so that I can speak to it personally and help walk other people through how this can be helpful. But today this is Sunday, February the 1st that we're recording this. So this is my 2-week mark on it. And I have lost 5 pounds. And I
Wow,
really I don't want to lose
I don't
anymore.
have 5 to go.
Uh, I don't want to lose anymore, but I'm going to do the full 30 days because I truly want to see what this does. The other thing that I noticed is more than the numbers on the scale, I plateaued. This morning was down another half pound, but I plateaued for the last 6 days and the scale didn't move, but my clothes did. Like there's one pair of jeans that it's like a wrap. I can't wear them anymore. They're just like and I'm losing my behind.
All the wrong way.
Like, but I'm getting the personal experience, and overall, I love it because it works. I'm telling you guys, this stuff works. So let's go through what it is. And Lindsay is actually going to do it while we're on camera.
Yes. So typically in the morning, I have these two packets. So one is a powdery packet, and the other one is a three pill like supplement pack. So I am going to cut this off and remind myself of my childhood. As Tracy had said before, it's kind of like taking down a grape pixie stick. So here we go.
And it really does taste like that. It's good.
Hmm.
And it tastes really good. And it's just enough to swallow. It's not too much. And it's like this little treat that you get in the morning. And this is what it looks like, 2 containers. All right, so let's go through the ingredients on that.
Okay.
So in the stick pack, we have Akkermansia, and that's a really important probiotic and postbiotic, and I'm gonna come back to that in just a second. But in this stick pack, it is loaded with different types of fiber. Allulose, which has no impact on the blood sugar. Um, and there's one, two, three other different types of plant-based fibers. Now, fiber is important because fiber is what feeds the good bacteria in the gut. So if you remember what I just said a few minutes ago, we need healthy gut bacteria because it's raw material to make hormones. So all of this fiber is feeding the good bacteria in your gut so that they can be strong and healthy. The other thing that is in the stick pack is grapefruit extract. There's citrus in both of these, and I'm going to talk briefly about what citrus does. There's also wolfberry extract, and wolfberry, or you might know it as goji berries, are one of the most nutrient-dense fruits on the planet. French gray sea salt and grape powder blend, prebiotic polyphenols, which are just chemicals and compounds in plants. And it really does taste like grape Kool-Aid. It's so good. But let me talk about Akkermansia, which is in this stick pack. So Akkermansia it's a probiotic, but it's also a postbiotic. Probiotics are the live bacteria that recolonizes your gut with all the good stuff. Postbiotics are probiotics, but they're dead. So probiotics are live cultures. Postbiotics are not live, and they have benefits of actually helping to heal and restore the lining of the gut, which is so critically important. So when you're taking things like this, not only is it helping your body to do what it wants to do naturally, it's addressing those root causes. It's helping your gut to heal that lining, and it's feeding the good gut bacteria. So it's supporting what your body was created to do with zero side effects. Akkermansia also, this is a strain of postbiotic that really has only been identified in the last few years. And there's only one other company that I know of that has it as a supplement. And when I saw that Young Living came out with this, I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing because they're just so far ahead of their time. So Akkermansia, I also referred to the amount of bacteria in our gut. So, and there's so many different strains, there's thousands, right? Akkermansia is actually a strain that occupies about 5% of the total bacteria in the gut. So it's a huge piece of real estate. And if we don't have it, that's a lot of function that can't happen. So restoring the gut with something like Akkermansia is huge. So that's what's in the stick pack. You have your other little pack, right?
Yep. So this is three different capsules. I don't know if you can see. So they're not too terribly big. Let me see if I can get all of them. Oh. So three of them. Okay, here we go. Pretty easy.
If you have a problem swallowing pills or capsules, you can also open them up and put them in water, or you can put them in a smoothie. It works just as well. There's no difference there. Did you take all three?
Down the hatch.
Okay.
Okay.
So I would definitely suggest taking these in the morning. I wouldn't take them after 12 o'clock. It just gives me too much energy. And yeah, it would disrupt my sleep. I'm not saying that it would disrupt everyone's sleep, but these are definitely, and the instructions say to take them in the morning. So these are definitely AM supplements, but it's easy. You can do them before you go to work. It's a one and done, super simple, and you don't have to think about it for the rest of the day. Now, let me tell you what's in those capsules. So there's two types of capsules. There's two of one and one of another. The burn capsule has green tea extract, zero caffeine. There's no caffeine in these products whatsoever. Citrus polyphenols, guarana, helps with natural energy, and ginger root. Now, we know ginger root historically is very calming to the digestive system and great for the gut. And I mentioned in the stick pack, there's also some citrus. So let me tell you the effect that citrus has in the body. When you go and buy products like dish soap and laundry detergent and all that kind of stuff at the store, often it'll have a citrus flavor. It'll say flavored with citrus essential oils or orange or lemon or something like that. Well, the reason is that citrus cuts through grease. And citrus, grapefruit, lemon, lime, orange, tangerine, all of these citruses have that same type of sudsing effect in the body. They help cut through fat. They help cleanse the liver, and they do that same thing in the body. So they're really, really effective in helping to break down fats in the body, especially in the liver. They're really helpful in the liver. Now, the other capsule has berberine, alpha lipoic acid, and chromium. These three ingredients, so berberine and chromium, they've known for many, many years the effect that they have on blood sugar balance, insulin regulation. So these are two natural products that have long been used in diabetic patients in place of metformin without the side effects of a synthetic drug. Alpha lipoic acid, ALA, helps with insulin sensitivity. And we can do a whole nother podcast on insulin resistance, but basically when the body has been pumping out all this blood sugar, just causing the pancreas to pump out all this insulin. Sorry, that was my dryer. What happens over time is the cells, insulin's job is to take blood sugar through the bloodstream into the cell to hold it for fat storage because we can't use all of this sugar for usable energy. So what happens over time is the cells get so clogged up with sugar that they are not receptive to sugar coming in anymore, but they're also not receptive to oxygen coming in and other nutrients coming in. So that's what insulin resistance is. Also in here is something called gymnema leaf extract, and this helps with sugar cravings. And then there's more ginger root. So one of the other things that I've been hearing from people who are using this is that not just cravings are going away, but food noise is. Are you familiar with what food noise is?
Yeah, I have food noise often. I
So
I have an emotional eating history, and so it's kind of like, oh, what do I feel like tasting or having, or what treat could I get myself, or how could I celebrate, or I'm feeling down, what will make me feel better? So, yeah, that's all that constant fun.
Have you seen that? Have you seen a change in how you're thinking about food?
Um, Possibly. I kind of started it at the wrong week. So we're fighting some other hormonal imbalancing going on. So I'm hoping after that that I'll have a little bit more clear perception. But no, I'm still craving the chocolate, Tracy, for sure.
Okay. Well, chocolate in and of itself is okay. I might have to go turn that dryer off. It's going to keep buzzing. Um, as long as it's like 85% or above, organic, all the things. Chocolate is loaded with antioxidants and all kinds of different things that are really good for you. So
That'd
chocolate's not an enemy.
be the dark chocolate though, right?
Yeah, 85%.
Yeah, that's not what I'm picking. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want Hershey bars. So,
It's the milk chocolate that gets me. Uh,
oh.
yeah.
So that's what is in these products. So this is how it comes. You've got your stick pack and you've got your little capsules that you take every day. And it's just kind of taking it and forgetting about it. Yes, of course, we cannot not do all the right things. We've got to drink water, we've got to move, we've got to eat real food. We have to do all those things regardless of what we're doing. But this stuff works. And are we able to get a link?
So if this is something you guys want to try, we'll have a direct link to purchasing it from Tracy and I are both brand partners with Young Living, and so we'll have a link so you can go there and grab it. You can do a one-time order, or you can get it to come every 30 days.
Yes. And we also have a discount code available for you to purchase it for the first time.
Yes.
Anything else you want to say on this product?
Well, I am excited to do a part two. So after we're on this for a month or so, I'd like to discuss, some of the other things that we're experiencing and the overall. I haven't been on the scale yet, so I'd like to be able to do a great comparison in a month.
Yeah, the scale messes with my head. I haven't weighed myself in years and I wanted a baseline. So I got on the scale and it started messing with my head right away. So, like, don't do the scale, people. If you want to do this and only use weight as a measuring stick for what direction you're going in. Don't use it. Don't let that number get stuck in your head because a number on a scale does not matter at all. It matters that you're healthy and your body is functioning the way God designed it to function. And God designed us for optimal health. He did not design us for dysfunction, imbalances, hormone craziness, being overweight, all of these things. Um, so don't get caught up on a number on a scale because that really is not important. And I will end with in our programs, we address gut health pretty deeply. And we also address what's going on with you specifically. You're not getting a lot of generic information. We focus on what you're dealing with and we walk you through that process. And we also provide one-on-one coaching if that's something that you would like specifically about your health or any other topic that we offer. So please check out our website, all of our programs. We're about to launch another huge program right now that we're very excited about, our boot camp. And they're all there to provide all of the tools, the biblical tools that you need to be healthy physically, emotionally, and spiritually.
And God always heals from the inside out. So there's a lot of outwardly things we can do to maintain our health in the various arenas, but He'll always start on the inside. So I appreciate you sharing this great product with me and with our viewers so that we can start getting back to our own body's natural ability to heal itself.
That's right.
Yes. So until we see you next time, we want to remind you that Jesus came so that you could live your life abundant until it overflows. So live your life in the overflow.
Amen.